Alrighty, today we're going to be learning about box plots and dot plots. We're going to be using the same data from the previous video, which was collected this year in period 6. The data that you have to work with might be different. So this video is just to show you what to do with the data. It might not be the same answers that you should have in your notes. So we'll be referring back to the data collected in the cup stacking competition in period 6 this school year to answer these questions. So the first is the range. We need to find the difference between the largest number and the smallest number. So we're going to think of range as distance, which is what that word means in a non-math context. So we're going to first put the numbers in order from least to greatest and subtract the smallest from the biggest. So let's see what would be from our data. We would subtract 27, which is our largest number, and 3, which is our smallest number. So our range for this data would be 24. Now for the first quartile, sometimes also called the lower quartile, we want to put the numbers in order from least to greatest, and it's going to be the median of the lower half of the data. So let's take a look at our data, which we've already put in ascending order. We had an even number of numbers, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers in the lower half, and we want to find the middle. So of course, if we have an even number of numbers, we're going to have 2 numbers in the middle. Remember that median means middle. So we want to find the average of the 2 numbers in the middle. Now, if you had an odd number of numbers, you would just use the middle number. So we want to find the average of 11 and 14. So we're going to add those together to get 25. Divide that by 2 to get 12 and a half. So the median of my lower half, or my first quartile, is 12 and a half. The upper or third quartile is the median of, you guessed it, the upper half of the data. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's going to be right here. And of course, in between 23 and 24, or averaging them, will give us 23.5. And then the interquartile range is the difference between those 2 quartiles. So I'm going to do 23.5 minus 12.5 to get 11. All right, so the first graph that we're going to learn how to do today is called a box plot, and we need 5 things to make a box plot. And these are the 5 things that we need right here. We need the minimum, maximum, the median, the first quartile, and the third quartile. We just did the first and third quartile, so let's fill those in while we have it right in front of us. Oops, I don't want the highlighter. I would like the pen. And then we'll go back to the last note we did. Well, we know the minimum and maximum, 27 and 3, right? And then the median of all of data was 20.5 from last class. And we're going to get a number line that goes from our minimum to our maximum. So here's a number line down here. You can count by 1s, 2s, 5s, whatever you think is appropriate, but you have to be consistent. You can't skip any numbers. You can't have any numbers on there twice. So if I were going to go from 3 to 23, so I'm going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, I'm going to graph these. I feel like I need another 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm good. I'm good. Okay, so I'm going to put points on the minimum, which is 3. I think what's throwing me off is I should have put a point with 0. Now it's going to be a little more balanced. Okay, and then, I need more, don't I? Because I have to go all the way to 27. So 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay. All right, I'm back. All right, a point at 3, a point at 27, and we're putting these points above the number line. A point at 20.5, which is between 20 and 21. A point at 12.5, which is in between 12 and 13. And a point at 23, which is between 23.5, which is between 23 and 24. Those are just these numbers right here. That's what I put the points on. So then this is what a box plot looks like. We put a box around the quartiles, a line through the median, and then these lines go out to the minimum and maximum. It used called a box and whisker plot, and then these lines out here were my whiskers. This is always what a box plot looks like. So remember a title. We should always put a title on here. Maybe we want to say cup stacking contest or something like that. And we want contest. We want to have consistent intervals, which we already talked about. It means we don't skip numbers or repeat numbers. And then it's important to know that each section of this box plot is 25% of the data. So what that means is it's divided into 4 sections. So 25% of the data lies there, 25% here, 25% here, and 25% here. So if we said like what percent of the class stacked, let's say 24 cups or fewer, you'd say 75% because there's 3 sections below that number. We're going to do another kind of graph based on this same data called a dot plot. A dot plot also needs a number line, and I also know that I need to go all to 30. So I'm going to do the same kind of number line here. I'm going to do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is just a faster way to do it if you only put some numbers on, but put all the little lines in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So for a dot plot, we're going to be putting a dot on each piece of data. So we need to see our numbers or just remember them. So I need a dot on the 3 and then 2, 10. So on the 3, on 10, I know it's an 11. You could also do X's. I've seen it made with X's. There's an 11, so 14, 18, 19, 14, 18, 19. What else? I have 20 and then 3 21s. So 20, 3 21s. And then 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So 20 through 27. And this is my dot plot. And the intervals should be consistent, which we've already talked about. And we're not going to skip or repeat numbers. So this is different than a box plot because, I don't know what I'm doing. Or skip or repeat. It's hard to talk and write at the same time. So this is different than a box plot because we can see every single piece of data. I know all of the number of cups that each group stacked because each piece of data is represented in this dot plot. I could find the mean, I could find the mode, I could find the range, the median, I can find all of that. With a box plot, I don't have all the data. If they were just showing me this graph, there are some things I could interpret from it, but I won't be able to find something like the mean. I can tell you that the median is 20.5. I can tell you that the smallest number is 3. I can tell you things like that. I can tell you 25% of the class stacked more than 23 cups, but I can't tell you the mean, and I can't tell you every single piece of data. All right, so that's it for dot plots and box plots. Thanks for watching.